Welcome you all to my YouTube channel. As you know, this channel is for ICSE Physics, and today I am with you to discuss about a class 10 topic, total internal reflection. This is the third part of optics. In previous two parts, I have discussed what is refraction of light and when it passed through a rectangular glass block and triangular prism, what are the effects? Today, we'll discuss when the light rays will go from one medium to another, is it possible to get a reflection or the refraction? So, let us start our part 3 of optics. First thing, whenever light is passing from one transparent medium to another, its speed changes. Denser medium means the medium in which speed of light is less or refractive index is more. Rarer medium means the medium in which speed of light is more, refractive index is less. When the ray of light is passing from denser to rarer medium, we'll get three cases. First case, when the angle of incidence is small, the light rays travel from glass to air, water to air, or diamond to glass, means denser medium to rarer medium. It suffers refraction and goes away from normal, means angle of refraction is more than that of angle of incidence. When this angle of incidence is equal to an angle called critical angle, the angle of refraction become 90 degree. And when we'll get any angle of incidence which is more than this critical angle, then incident ray reflect back. Here you can see three conditions. First condition, ray of light passing from denser to rarer medium, so it is going away from normal. Means if we look here, ray of light from a point incident at O and it is going away from normal towards C. If we increase this angle of incidence, this refracted ray will come down. More will increase, more this refracted ray will come down. And in a particular condition, and a particular angle of incidence, this refracted ray will come to the boundary between the denser medium and rarer medium. That time, angle between refracted ray and the normal will get 90 degree. That angle of incidence is equal to C or critical angle. If it will come more than this, then if angle of incidence is more than critical angle, then now ray of light will not go upward, it will come downward. So that one, when the ray of light passing from denser to rarer medium hitting to the point of incidence with an angle greater than this critical angle, come back to the same medium or we'll get the reflection. So in detail about this critical angle and total internal reflection we are going to discuss in our video. So let's to come to the topic or let's to come to the term critical angle. First thing to know what is this critical angle means. Critical angle means whenever any ray of light is passing from a denser medium to rarer medium. Here I have taken glass to air. For any angle of incidence, if angle of refraction is 90 degree means refracted ray coincide with the boundary between denser and rarer medium, that angle is known as the critical angle. And critical angle for glass air it is nearly 42 and for other medium it is different because it depends upon different factor. We'll discuss. So critical angle is one type of angle of incidence. This is as the angle of incidence value. Critical angle is that angle of incidence for which angle of refraction is 90 degree. And this critical angle is depending upon some factor. But before that, let to discuss or let to uh, get one relation between critical angle and the refractive index. If we'll come to the critical angle and refractive index, here you can see sine I by sine R equal to mu. Mu is the refractive index. This is the Snell's law, second law of refraction. But sine I by sine R is equal to a constant called refractive index. That means sine I by sine R means here the our angle of incidence is critical angle. So in case of I have written here C, critical angle. For critical angle, angle of refraction is 90 degree. So we got sine C by sine 90 equal to mu or refractive index. But sine 90 value we know, sine 90 value is 1. That means sine of angle of or sine of critical angle equal to refractive index into sine 90 degree. But sine 90 value is 1. That means we'll get sine C equal to refractive index of AR with respect to glass. But if we'll come to the reverse, means refractive index of glass with respect to AR, if we want to find out, we'll get this relation, we'll get as refractive index of glass with respect to air is equal to 1 by sine C, 1 by sine C or cosec C. Refractive index of glass with respect to air will get 1 by sine of critical angle or cosec of critical angle. And whenever we are discussing about this critical angle, one more thing we have to know that critical angle is one angle of incidence in the denser medium and is passing from a ray of light is passing now from denser to rarer medium. So, on which factor this critical angle depends? First thing, critical angle is depending upon the color or wavelength. With the increase in wavelength, critical angle increase. That means critical angle is more for real light in compared to violet light because VI, BG, YOR, 7 visible color, all are having different wavelength, all are having different speed in a transparent medium other than air or vacuum. So critical angle increases with the increasing wavelength of light and effect of temperature. Critical angle increase with the increase in temperature means with the increase in temperature speed of light increase and critical angle also increase. And this critical angle also depending upon our refractive index that also we got greater the refractive index lesser the critical angle. Why? Because critical angle increases with the increasing temperature. Means with the increasing temperature, speed of light increase. So refractive index decrease. Refractive index is inversely proportional to speed of light in a transparent medium. So with the increase in uh, temperature, speed of light increase, refractive index decrease. So critical angle and refractive index equal low. Smaller the critical angle, more the refractive index, or greater the refractive index, smaller the critical angle. And critical angle depending upon temperature as with the increase in temperature, critical angle increase. So in this we got critical angle is depending upon different factors. Next thing to know is total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. If you look here, three terms. Total internal reflection. Reflection means the bouncing back, alright. When the light is returned back to the same path, internal. When this reflection takes place inside the medium, total means all the light will come to the same medium. Whenever light rays is passing from denser to rarer medium, usually it is going away from normal. But when the angle of incidence is equal to the critical angle, the light rays will go straight on the boundary or angle of refraction equal to 90 degree. But when the angle of incidence is more than the critical angle, light rays will return to the same side and will get total internal reflection. Here you can see the line ray of light passing from denser medium hitting to the boundary line, it is going away from normal. Second case, a ray of light hitting to the surface with an angle equal to critical angle, where angle of refraction 90 degree. And another case when the ray of light will hit to the surface by making an angle greater than the critical angle, this ray of light will come inside the same medium. So that is total internal reflection. And this total internal reflection also depends upon two factor we can say, or simply we can say this total two for the total internal reflection, two conditions required. First condition, if we look here, light should travel from denser to rarer medium, and angle of incidence in the denser medium must be greater than the critical angle. Means we got three conditions. One condition where the ray of light is having certain angle which is less than critical angle, and the refracted ray is going away from normal. Second case where angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, is going on the surface or on the boundary line. Third case when the critical angle angle of incidence is more than critical angle, it is coming inside the denser medium and total internal reflection takes place. So light should travel from denser medium to rarer medium, and angle of incidence in the denser medium must be greater than that of critical angle. Next one, here for the critical for the total internal reflection, you can see when the angle of incidence is more than critical angle, ray of light is coming inside the denser medium, and in case when it is not say if it is same with the critical angle, it is going on the surface. If it is less than critical angle, we'll get the refraction of light. And some part of in refraction also we know some part of light is reflected, but in case of total internal reflection, all the light rays will come to the same medium. Next one, whenever light rays is passing through a right angle isosceles prism. Right angle prism means one angle is 90 degree and other two angle, right angle isosceles means one angle is 90 degree, other two angles are 45. So this is called a total reflecting prism. The name total reflecting prism means this prism is used to get all the light rays reflect back to the same side, and this prism is used for three regions. And these three regions are: first one, to deviate the light rays through 90 degree. Here you can see a ray of light hitting to the surface straight. When a ray of light hitting the surface straight, angle of incidence equal to 0 degree, and there is no refraction. So this light is now from A point is passing straight to the hypotenuse side. And after hitting the hypotenuse, we got total internal reflection. Why? Because one side, this angle, here you can see some angles. This angle here is 90 degree. This angle 45 degree. So rest or the last angle will get again 45 degree. So one side 45, then other side also 45 because this one normal. Here you can see one normal, and 45 is more than 42 because 42 degree is the critical angle for glass, and when the ray of light is passing from glass to air, critical angle is 42 degree and 45 is more than that. So we got total internal reflection and light as it is coming downward, and AB object will get like this: AP A dash B dash is the image means inverted. And next one is used to deviate the light rays by 180 degree when the ray of light hitting to the prism from its base. First will hit to the first surface with the same 45 degree as the angle of incidence. So total internal reflection takes place, and this ray will pass inside the prism. Again it will hit to the second surface with the angle 45 degree. 45 degree again more than 42. So we'll get total internal reflection. So this light rays, so for here 90 degree and here 90 degree, 90 plus 90, 180 degree. So ray of light starting from P, and we got P dash, or starting from Q we got Q dash. This angle or deviation suffered by this ray of light is 180 degree. This also used to get inverted image without producing deviation. Here you can see this PQ is the object, P dash Q dash is the image. This one used in slide projector. Means this prism can use to deviate the light by 90 degree, by 180 degree, and also can be used to invert the image without producing deviation in its path. This is the use of total internal reflecting prism or total reflecting prism. And this light rays, when incident normally to any phase, it suffers total internal reflection with different angle of deviation. If we take some other cases, some other type of prism, what are the deviation? Let to discuss here. First one, when a ray of light hitting straight in an equilateral prism. Here you can see the incident ray hitting straight to the equilateral prism. In equilateral prism, all the prism name depend upon the shape or the type of triangular face. Triangular face is equilateral triangle, so equilateral prism, right angle triangle, and right angle prism. Here you can see all the angles are 60, 60, 60. So when the ray of light hitting the surface or any transparent medium straight, there is no refraction, it comes straight. So angle form here is this angle. You can see here in the Q vertex, the angle form as the line is straight, so we'll get 90 degree. One angle 60 degree. So this angle will get here as the 30 degree. One side 30 means other side 60, because here we are having the normal. This one the normal, this dotted line. So one side 30 means other side 60. Angle of incidence always equal to angle of reflection in the second law of reflection. So this side 60 means other side also 60, and 60 is more than 42 because 42 is the critical angle for glass. So as it is more than 42, so it will solve for total internal reflection, and the total deviation, if we look, one side 60, other side 60, so total will get 60 plus 60, 120 degree. It will take another type of prism. It is also a right angle prism, but here one angle is 90 degree and one is 60, other is 30. A ray of light incident from its base means when the ray of light now again hit to the surface straight, means this angle you can see here at the vertex Q, the angle form is 90 degree. This one 90, other side 60, means the angle form here is 30 degree. 90, this side 90, this one 90 degree, this one 60 degree. So this side will get 30 degree, this one 30 degree. So one side 30 means, as we are having the normal here dotted line, this side 30 means here we will get 60. 60 angle of incidence. So angle of reflection also 60 degree, because angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection, and 60 is more than 42, so it will suffer total internal reflection and light rays will come here and will hit to the second boundary. When it will hit to the second boundary, we'll get angle between normal and this ray as 30 degree, because this side 60. So 30 degree is less than 42. For that region, it will not suffer any total internal reflection. Ray of light now it is passing from denser medium glass to rarer medium air. So ray of light will go away from normal, means normal refraction. If we take another example here, third case. In third case, we'll see here that two prism attach with each other. Means if we look here, first ray of light is striking to the face normally, and we have to take in this case both the prism 90, 45, 45 angle, means right angle as well as prism. So ray of light hitting to the surface suffer total internal reflection because we have placed another prism here. This ray of light by hitting to the second prism will suffer total internal reflection. In that case, both the prism will look here. One is straight and other is inverted. Means we have to place both the prism near to each other with perpendicular face, perpendicular side facing each other, so that it will suffer total internal reflection, and one side ray of light will go, then by passing both the prism will get the reflected ray in other side or other end. So for different type of prism, this total internal reflection different, angle of deviation different. This total internal reflection we are using, or they are having certain consequences. These consequences, if we look, uh, so that crack of glass will shine, diamond is shining because of this total internal reflection. Before going to the consequences, first thing to know, total internal reflection from a prism and reflection from a plane mirror. Both are reflection. What's the difference between them? In case of total internal reflection, light is passing from denser to rarer medium, and angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. But in case of plane mirror, light is incident on the plane mirror by any angle of incidence. There is no limitation that how much the angle of incidence or. And total internal reflection time entire means all the light is passing to the same side, same denser medium. But in case of reflection through a plane mirror, some part of light is absorbed because plane mirror absorbs some 3 to 4% of light. Gradually intensity decrease. Because of the intensity decrease in reflection from a plane mirror, the brightness of image gradually decrease. But in case of total internal reflection or total internal reflection takes place through a prism, because there is no absorption of any energy, intensity will remain constant and brightness also more. It will remain permanent, it will not decrease. And there is no loss of energy in case of total internal reflection. Whereas in case of reflection through a plane mirror, the energy will gradually loss, so that intensity of light will decrease. It will come to the consequences of this total internal reflection. Because of total internal reflection, that crack in the glass vessel often shine like a mirror, because when the light will hit to it with an angle greater than the critical angle, light will reflect. So it seems to us shining. Same thing, a piece of diamond. When a piece of diamond is caught in a definite shape, because in diamond, critical angle is very less. For that reason, when the ray of light will enter inside the diamond and will give a definite shape to it, in that case, light will suffer multiple reflection, and it seems to us from any direction if we look, it seems to us it is emitting light, it is shining because of this total internal reflection. Third one, an empty test tube placed in water in a beaker with mouth outside the water surface shine like a mirror. By a certain angle means when the ray of light will enter with an angle greater than the critical angle, light will suffer reflection, total internal reflection, and it seems to us that is shining. But when that test tube will put total inside the water, there is no shining, because that one, because for glass critical angle is different, for water critical angle is different. In our optics, in three part, in my previous two video and today in the third video, I have discussed different aspect of refraction. So to get more videos of physics related to ICSE, subscribe my channel, like my video, and also give your comment in the comment section. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video.